so we'll have to decelerate at a lot.
So you'll have to actually drive, is what you're telling me. Okay. What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with yet another new video, and today we're going to take a look this time at something that's a bit more American and a bit more unknown to me. It is, well, okay, let me rephrase this actually, because it's a little weird in my phrasing of that. I still know absolutely nothing about NASCAR, and we're slowly learning about F1. I feel like actually getting to know, okay, we've started with crashes, we've started with unsportsmanlike moments, not really angry moments yet, we will get there. Sort of beefs. Obviously there's a lot to do with F1. It's a team sport, it's an individual sport, it's an amazing classic of just driving skill, acumen, technicality. However, NASCAR has some of that sort of same skill. Obviously there is still, the tracks aren't as difficult, the drivers, actually I want to figure out if they do go as fast, I'm not quite sure. I'll stop talking, I'll actually so it's Jimmie Johnson, who I believe I've heard the name, obviously living in the US, they do NASCAR on like ESPN and stuff like that on our channels. So Jimmie Johnson, who's definitely won a bunch of NASCAR stuff, and Fernando Alonso, who I feel like I've seen in other videos as well, related to F1 so far, including one with Schumacher and then one with Lewis Hamilton. I think he was there in Lewis Hamilton's first win. We're gonna take a look at it. So I can maybe A, learn more about Fernando Alonso, and B, learn more about the difference between F1 and NASCAR. So let me know what you guys think the difference is down in the comments below. Obviously there's probably the huge technicality in the tracks and the environments and stuff like that, but I'd love to hear more. And not in a demeaning way. Try to be nice to each other in the comments. Let's get into the video. As well, guys, you can find the original video just down in the description below. It's on McLaren's YouTube page, so give it a look.
Hi, welcome to Bahrain.
Okay, are they actually going to race each other? Because that would be fucking sick. That would be sick.
Where we're doing the car swap between Fernando Alonso and Jimmie Johnson. You can see the two cars behind me. We've got Jimmie Johnson.
How did they get the NASCAR Bahrain? You gotta ship it like a cargo freight.
And then we've got here a McLaren Formula 1 car behind me. This one's actually from 2013, so it's got a V8 engine. It's going to be really interesting to see how the two drivers get on in the different cars. You know, just looking at them, you can see the big differences between them. We've got the NASCAR, big heavy car, big tyres, big heavy low revving V8 engine in the front, and you know, some downforce, but not very much. Whereas we've got the Formula 1 car, much lighter, high revving engine, low torque, and a lot of power, but it all comes very late, and obviously a lot of downforce. So it'll be really interesting to see how Jimmie gets on. I'm going to be running him in the car.
I feel like, just watching this, I already feel like the NASCAR driver is going to have a lot of problems with the F1 car. Like I can just see that going horribly wrong for them.
So my first run out, my NASCAR helmet, you know, I'm behind a windshield in that vehicle. So I didn't have the proper things on the helmet to keep it on my head. So coming down the front straightaway, as soon as I grabbed fifth gear, the helmet lifted up so far I was looking at my microphone. So my microphone here was all the way up to my eye line. I had to come in and we worked on a few things to get my helmet to stay on my head. There's just so much air coming over the top of that car that it was literally trying to pull my helmet off.
I think the biggest differences between the Formula 1 car and the stock car is the stock car's gonna really, the accelerations and decelerations will be much more pronounced. Our cars don't have near the downforce the Formula 1 car has, so the corner speeds will be much slower. So we'll have to decelerate at a lot.
So you'll have to actually drive, is what you're telling me. Okay, yeah, we'll continue.
After watching Fernando on his install lap, the brake markers are probably going to be backed up 7 or 8 times what he had in the Formula 1 car. So,
wait, what?
Yeah, the pronounced lack of downforce in the car and lack of grip is going to make for some interesting opportunities for Fernando to try to figure out how to drive it, and interested in seeing his first impressions.
I was like, I hope he wants to drive it. It'd be so sick.
Make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, Ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, for the record.
So here we are at the Bahrain International Circuit, swapping cars with Jimmy Johnson, and me driving the NASCAR for the first time. I did already 2 runs. It feels great, a lot of power, a lot of sliding, so it's really fun to drive. And now follow me, we'll go for the third one. Come.
Okay, listen, I know obviously NASCARs are not meant for like tight circuits and tight turns and stuff like that, and obviously in NASCAR there's a lot of just pure speed, and like that's why the cars are so big, is they're there to protect people, because there are other cars like it that are going that fast. But I feel like Formula 1 drivers would actually do so well in NASCAR. Like with actually knowing trajectories, like getting to slow down and speed up and stuff, so pass people, clean string, etc. Oh my god, what is he doing? Oh, that scared the hell out of me.
Just such a different experience, and I don't think I'll stop smiling for months. The most epic experience I've ever had in motorsports in my life.
Obviously they can race. If those two cars
like
crash into each other,
that when you're young and you had Christmas morning and that excitement you had running out to the Christmas tree when you're 5 or 6 years old, it was above that. So it was just the most epic day ever in a car.
These cars, they feel very different compared to the single seaters, the Formula 1, but a lot of fun, out there in the racetrack, and very powerful cars, sliding around, very little grip, so it feels amazing to drive. I had a lot of fun, also following Jimmy's progress, and it was a wonderful day. So really thank you to McLaren, to Henry Motorsport, and all the sponsors.
Okay, that's sick. I feel like they actually have a decent amount of respect for each other, which is pretty fair. I feel like you don't really find that in sports that are technically competitors, because F1 I think is a competitor to NASCAR, and both make a ton of money. I guess I don't really know how much NASCAR drivers make. I know they make a ton. But yeah, it's actually really enjoyable to see these two enjoy each other's vehicles. Like the NASCAR, the much bigger, stockier, not quicker, but a lot more acceleration in it, whereas Formula 1 are meant for power and precision. They're meant to be light, they're meant to be low to the ground. Like it makes it look so gorgeous. I wonder what would happen if you had like one of those cars mixed into the other sport. Can you drive them out around each other? That was pretty sick. That was pretty tight. Okay. You guys gotta let me know what you think down in the comments below on Jimmy Johnson and Fernando Alonso. Technically, it's just F1 versus NASCAR. Not even F1 versus NASCAR. It was F1 and NASCAR, realistically. That's what this video probably was. They never got to really race. They probably never even planned on racing with how expensive these vehicles are. And I'm guessing the way that he said that Jimmy's progressing must have been in the middle of a NASCAR season. But getting to see them actually like sort of combine the cars together is pretty sick. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below on it. Obviously, this is going to be a ongoing thing, getting to learn more about F1 and getting to know more of, I guess, we could get into NASCAR. I'm not going to be able to get into NASCAR. Well, it's worth a shot, worth attempting, or maybe seeing more into the difference between F1 and NASCAR as we learn more about the two individually. We will definitely see. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and peace.